What is up, you guys? This is going to be a weird video because I'm driving, as I haven't done in kind of a while. Time has just been moving crazy though. I mean, I've been sleeping a lot, and that's kind of what this video is about. It's about shifting times, or shifty times call for shifty measures, because I know I got a heads up from my guide. I told you guys about in another video how I went up onto a ship, and which I hadn't done in a while consciously. And he said that things are going to be weird now, and you need to rest when you need to rest, but when you get inspiration, you need to act on it right away, because if you don't, the window will pass, and then you won't have your inspiration anymore. You won't have your energy, rather, to realize the inspiration. So I kind of listened and kind of didn't, and you know, my productivity is a little bit down in some ways, but then in other ways there are these amazing synchronicities going on. And what's been happening lately is that I've been the facilitator for the synchronicity, so kind of like the middleman connector person, which is an awesome place to be. I would say that in some ways that's even better, more fulfilling than being the one who experiences and receives the synchronicity. It's a lot cooler. I guess it's that better to give to receive thing. Or maybe it's just because there's absolutely no attachment, and so you just get to see how amazing things are for other people and get to feel gratitude that you were put in that right place at the right time. But anyway, what I want to talk to you about is the shiftiness. And some of you who have experimented with things like alcohol will know what I'm talking about when I describe a scenario where you are in a room, sometimes after a night of drinking, sometimes in the morning, and it seems, and this also goes for psychotropic drugs, like psychedelic drugs, I guess, but which I have not experimented with that much, so I can't really say, but from what people have told me about what happens to the walls and the ceiling, this happens there. Anyway, wow, it's really dark. You guys can't see me at all, so I guess you'll just have to listen. So, you know how the walls start kind of flowing and moving, but at the same hand, they're not? Like, you know that they're still and they're not actually moving, but to your vision, it really seems like they're slithering around and changing shape. Well, that was happening to me one morning about 2 weeks ago, and my guides came in and downloaded this whole knowledge to me about how that's how teleportation can kind of work, is if you allow everything to flow and then you allow everything to fade out to white, which usually I get a little freaked out before everything fades out to white. Also, if you are feeling energy high and you look in a mirror across the room at yourself and don't look away, and first you'll notice that your aura gets really bright in the mirror, and if you blink you'll see a strong light outline of yourself on the back of your eyelids. And then you'll notice that everything starts fading to white, and it's kind of freaky, but it's cool. But I would say it's not for the faint of heart. Sometimes I freak myself out and stop before I go anywhere. Anyway, I haven't been able to teleport, by the way. I'm not going to claim that I can, because I can't, because I'm scared to try. What they told me was that if you can let everything fade to white and then focus on where you want to go and picture it, then you'll kind of go, because apparently that whole slithery, moving reality thing is always going on at all times. It's just that we don't notice it, because the example given to me was that when you're on a boat, you don't feel the boat rocking. So when you're on this plane, you don't feel the plane shifting and moving and becoming more fluid all the time. And especially when you manifest stuff, that's how things can seemingly just pop out of the woodwork, because they just did pop out of the woodwork. You just popped them into your experience through your intention and your energy. So anyway, the teleportation stuff, I don't really know. I haven't tried it. I can't guarantee. I just know that that was kind of the kindergarten version of this is how you do it training that came into my mind. But the reason that I'm talking about it is because it's that groundedness thing with being on the boat when it's rocking, so not being able to tell. And I'm here now, so I will turn on this light. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Well, you can kind of see. Anyway, I'll turn a little bit. So the way it works is that we're in this reality and this crazy stuff is going on, and so we can't feel the shifting and the moving on a physical way. Like, we can't tell that all these new energies are pouring into our reality, and that the earth is changing, and that, you know, everything around us might be really shifting. But what we do know is that, say, we're really tired and things are flowing in a really weird way, and synchronicities are off the chart, but so are other weird things that are just different than normal. And since what I think is happening is a whole new dimension, paradigm thing is trying to like come in and then show up, since we're grounded on the boat and we don't feel the boat crashing around on the ocean as we change from one ocean to another ocean, then it's hard to say what's going on that level. What we can do is notice that we're tired and listen to our bodies and be as fluid as possible, because what I've noticed is when I try to make things work anyway, and when I try to push through, it doesn't work, and then I just feel bad about wasting my time, rather than saying, well, if I'm going to blow off the afternoon, I'm really going to blow off the afternoon and go have fun and get rejuvenated from it, instead of just saying the lack side of it, like, oh my gosh, I didn't get done what I need to get done and now I'm behind and blah blah blah, when really there's no such thing as behind. You're only behind if you accept that reality choice. And who knows why you're not getting the things done that you're supposed to. It's likely because something much better is trying to come in. And if you're not exactly where you're going to be, if you're off doing whatever this thing is that you're trying to do now, then you won't be able to catch the amazing thing that's trying to come to you. So listen to the universe, and especially when it goes against your plans, listen to the universe. And so show up, do your best, access your joy and happiness as much as you can. And I apologize for this really dark video. I'm just going to throw it up. I'm using my iPhone for the first time. I just got it. Totally different language. Don't understand it, but trying to get there. And this makes it easier to keep in touch with you guys more often. So anyway, have a great night. Go in peace. I will talk to you soon. And there are some more things that I will announce in the very near future as far as retreats and stuff go. So stay posted or stay tuned or whatever that is. But anyway, take care.